Hey there, welcome back. In the previous video, we did a legendary OSD. It did not go as planned. We lost Dash, our Managarma. It was totally my fault. I should have whistled her to passive. Dash took off like a crackhead jumping around and died to corrupted reapers. Anyway, I bred up another one and got it set up as Dash 2.0. I did another OSD off camera and got similar stuff. The next time I do an OSD, I'll try to do higher rounds than I did before, and I'll record it. And if I find something interesting, I'll make a video and show it. Today, we will fight the Ice Titan. I've gone through the cave once or twice on camera. That's where I got that crazy baby direwolf that was level 285 that uses the basis for my mutation project. Anyway, I'll just blast through the cave and edit all that out. I will use probably 8 Rexes, which I have behind me. I've got a couple more in my pocket just in case we get into trouble. I'll also use the Deinotherium to boost the Rexes. I went out and tamed another female to help out with the breeding, and it had 46 points into health. So that was fantastic because our previous best was 36. I stacked 20 mutations with the majority going into health. I'm not really worried about the elephants doing damage. I want them to stay alive through the fight to boost the Rexes. The way it works is, the male does a damage roar that gives about 15% to all the tames in range. The female does a defense roar that is a 5% boost. And that can stack up to 3 times. So we will take 1 male and 3 females. So let's check our gear and get moving. For my gear, I'm going to use the tech armor, and I made that a few videos ago, and I said I would use it for boss fights and different things. Even though I don't really care for tech gear, I'll go ahead and wear that. I've got my usual weapons and stuff on the hotbar, but I'm not really going to be using those. I'll just be using the tames to do all the damage. I have a Yudi down on my hotbar that I may ride around on. Just for the fight. I don't want to get too close and roar the tames up because there's a chance you can get dismounted from the Ice Titan. I can't remember exactly. It's been so long since I've done the fight. It seems like there's a chance to be dismounted. So I don't want to take that chance. So I'll stay a little further away and just direct all my tames. I could fly on the owl, or I could have the Yudi. I got him as a backup. I went ahead and put, speaking of the elephants, I went ahead and put 3 veggie cakes in each one. I don't think they're going to need it, but I went ahead and made up some, just stuck some in there. I don't envision this fight lasting longer than 3 minutes anyway, and I think they can eat 1 veggie cake a minute. So, maybe that'll give them a little bit of help. Anyway, I have the Karchar, the S Karchar that I'm going to do the cave with. Now, I've got the tributes in my inventory. I believe it's 100 corrupted hearts, 10 spinal cells, and 10 theory claws. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. I do still have a couple extra Rexes in my pocket. And then just the usual stuff in here, some spare element and some food and just, different stuff. All right, I'm gonna head to the entrance of the snow cave and I'll bring you back right before we go in. Okay, we are here at the entrance to the cave. It's right behind us. I got the Karchar out, the snow owl put up. I went ahead and put the cat on pest control. I don't remember if there are any creatures in the cave that'll dismount me other than Perlovia. I don't think the cat does Perlovia, but I went ahead and brought it and I got it on pest control just in case. I should get dismounted off a Karchar. That just isn't a thing. The one thing that we do want to make note of is I'm going to check and see if that graphical block is still in the path going to the artifact. If you saw the previous video I did, and it was quite a few videos ago, I couldn't just walk down the path. There's some sort of invisible barrier there, and you have to kind of skirt around on the rocks. If I see that, I'll probably come back from editing and show that, just to show that it's still there. But if not, I'll bring you back as I'm just coming up to the terminal, or getting the artifact. It depends. If the artifact is meshed into the ground or the wall, then I'll show that and show the codes on how to go into ghost mode and go in and get that. All right, we'll see you in a little bit. Coming up on a loot crate here. I'm going to stop and take a look at it. If there's anything good, I'll of course show that. Whoop. That guy came for us. Okay. That is a terrible red crate. Come on, that's a cave red crate. Yeah, blueprint. I mean, I may hang on to that. Throw that out. Okay. Alright, got the Yeti. Let's hop off and get this artifact. Hopefully there's no Polovia right here. Alright, got the artifact. Alright, so here we are at the terminal. Let's take a look and make sure I do have the right stuff, or this is a long trip out. We've got spinal cells, theory claws, hearts. Yeah, we're all good. And we want to split, put the tin in there, and sails, and the artifact. Okay, and we're going to craft one and start this fight. And we're good to go. Oh, before we do this, save. Because remember, we crashed doing the Force Titan fight right before, or while entering, so we'll go ahead and save. Alright, put him away. So what we're going to do is we're going to fly up there and whistle as fast as we can all of our tames to get on the Ice Titan. And hopefully this will go pretty smooth. In ASC I had a little trouble with it, but I think... okay, we are in. Alright, let's get up here. And let's just whistle them on. There, going for it. Alright, we've got our Deinotheriums going, we've got our Rexes going. Let's go ahead and mark this guy so we can track his health. It's 350,000 hit points. We should be okay. Oh yeah, they are chewing him up pretty well. And you can see that the elephants are roared up. The Rexes are roared up. Yeah, they're doing some good damage on him. Using those Deinotherium to roar up their damage was an excellent idea. We're getting close to about halfway. Let's see. We move so they've got to all catch up now. And yeah, those elephants are getting there, and they're roaring everybody up. Yeah, so he's below half now. Ooh, they are taking a lot of damage though. That big smash, Hulk smash, is causing a lot of damage. But they are chewing him up. He's below 100,000 now. Those Rexes are going at it. A few of those Rexes are frozen. That's part of his attack. All right, we got to move. I think he's doing one of those attacks where he comes at you. He's trying to come at me. So we're not going to get too close. Yeah, they got him. They got him real good. All right. That was awesome. That was awesome. They did a fantastic job. I tell you what, let's come over here. Let's put everybody right there, and we're gonna go pick up our rewards and actually see what our rewards are. This guy's gonna freak out, isn't he? All right, let's grab it and get back on the owl, and we'll take a look at it in a second. All right, now let's take a look at the items that we got. We had, of course, we got the trophy. We got tech helmet, tech leggings, pistol, shotgun, some ghillie, riot, assault rifle, tech railgun, which I'll never use. Riot leggings. We got some ammo. Hey, we did get MSCM, the siege cannon, and that is 194.6 damage, 5,000 durability, and it is very expensive to make, but we'll end up making that and putting that on our mech. Yeah, so that's, oh, we got a long neck. That's a pretty good long neck right out of the gate. Yeah, so that's not too bad at all. And I don't see any element. Wait, hold on. I had element in my inventory. Yeah, so I don't remember how much element I had in my inventory. I can't remember if we get element from this or not. But yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. All right, so we did finally get some mech gear. Let's take a look. Let's go to passive. Okay, and let's start cleaning these Rexes up and see how beat up they are. Not bad at all. Let's take a look at the elephants. Their health is going to be massive because I put so much in there. Oh, they haven't even used the veggie cake at all. Wow. Okay, so I got everybody picked up. Let's head back to base and we'll sort it all out. Well, that fight was easier than I remember in ASC. Of course, I was using vanilla settings and no mods back then. I wish the rewards were a little better, but it's all good. At least we got one item per mech. Our Rexes are beasts. I'm not sure if the Deinotherium were necessary. I wanted to test it though, because I'll use them with the Dreadnoughtus against the Roman King Titan. I may need to do a little more prep before we fight him, but we are really, really close. But I am looking forward to it. Anyway, that'll do it for this one. Hope you enjoy the content. If so, give us a like and a subscribe. And we will see you in the next one.